At what point in the winter did you start building this and developing it? Have you done it previous years, or is it
No,
the first
first year it was just a COVID idea because they were going to close. They might have closed the hockey rinks, so I thought, hey, why don't I put a garage like in here as worst case scenario? I didn't think it would be that good, and I mentioned it to the kids, and they were like, yes, we're doing this, and then I was like, all right. So the rink stayed open, and we still did this, but now they're not going to the rinks at all. They just said,
Well, because
yes.
you can play hockey here, right?
Yeah,
So.
it's hockey, yeah. And the rinks became very strict, the public rinks. Jimmy Simpson, they can, other parents have just had so much problems this year with kids. Kids, they won't let you skate backwards. They don't want you to stop. They don't want you to skate too fast. They don't want you to, have fun, basically.
Right, yeah.
And they'll come up to you and they'll just tell you to. One thing you're not allowed to do hockey drills. So what does that mean? That means everything. They can say, you're standing on one foot, no hockey drills. They've never played this much hockey. They've developed more this year than they do on a normal year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Are you happy to see that? Are you happy with their development?
Yeah. And they've had fun doing it. It's been good for hockey. Between the skating and this, it's been crazy. It's been so good because, say you play a game of hockey, right? And the kids are off to a game. And they're going to play on a Thursday night, okay? So you got to go through probably 3 hours of traffic.
Yes.
And they got to get dressed. They got to go there early for the game. Then they play a hockey game. It's 40 minutes, and there's 3 lines. So they play 15 minutes of hockey. And it's the whole night, and that's all. And that's sometimes the development is put second to kind of being on a team, which, hey, it's better than the kids.
It's also to do with how you buy ice time.
Yeah.
How many years has Simone been playing?
She's really only had 1 year of organized hockey last year, because this year didn't count.
I started basically when I was 6, but that was learn to
Oh
play.
yeah, that was learn to play. But so last year she's played for this is sort of her 3rd year of playing hockey. We're waiting to get back to it.
She's learning. She couldn't raise the puck at the beginning of when I got this thing. Yeah, I couldn't raise the puck. So they're quick developers, these kids.
Do you think your kids are going to remember this? Like this time?
Yeah, oh yeah, I think so for sure. COVID generation, that's what they're going to call it. They haven't called it yet. They're going to call it the COVID generation.
Yeah, that's quite possible. Yeah.
Yeah, the COVID.
Missed that year.
Yeah, missed that year. Hockey Canada. But this generation, I don't know how it's going to affect them. It's going to be different going through this experience. This is when they're so...
Have there been some positives as well?
Oh, tons of positives. Mostly positives.
50, and then from
The most points that it goes to is 52, and then it goes 900.
from Yager to Gretzky is like 900 and whatever it is.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah.
It's like
I mean, that's what hockey, you have, that's our bond, right? Like one of them, it's, I love it and they love it. So it's, it brings the kids, it's just something you can do together. So, they'll have hockey. You gotta make the best of things, and you can approach anything. Anything in life you can say it's bad or it's good. And you just gotta take, the opportunity to make it good, right? So you got to do stuff like this, and I think most people have done it though. I think most people are going to look back on COVID and it's going to have remember we got to do that? We got to sit at home. I got to go to work in my jogging pants. I got to do this.
Yeah.
It'll look back on as a good time. Yeah, and then as you look back on time, everything you experience, it gets like a rosier tint to it. Yeah, it was good.
I'll take a look and see.
I'm glad that you got some video. I love those Zorros. If you can do that, if you get a good video,
there was at least one for sure. There was at least one that was really solid. So.
Yeah, and he flips it up. If you could send that to me or put that on text, because I haven't got that where he went off the ice before.
Okay.
He just started doing that. This is kind of crazy, the development. Like, he's been doing it for, honestly, it's drove me nuts. He's been doing it and doing it. And you're like, what are you doing? You're just like, why aren't you taking shots on the net? And he's like, he's loving it. He does do shots on the net too, but it ends up being that little thing he's doing is really good for toe drags.
Sure.
So his stick handling got really good for it. And I was telling him the whole time, don't do it. And then all of a sudden I saw him doing toe drags. I'm like, no, I could see why. I was wrong. You were right.